Hi, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you very much for joining us. We've got a windy Thursday across many parts of the country. Look at the wind map today. It's certainly animated, and the brighter the green, the windier it is. So we're seeing strong to gale force winds coming around the South Island, and you can see there's a warmer westerly in front of that colder southerly change, which is sweeping northwards. And with that colder air, we've got snow falling. So look at these snowfall totals. Some of them are pretty heavy down in the lower part of the island and the mountains there, 25 to 50 centimetres. That's a fair amount. It's not falling in any of the main centres though, and that's because it's just a little bit too mild. So let's have a look at Friday, and things are actually improving a wee bit on Friday. It's not as windy across the country. There's a southerly change going up the eastern side that will be colder for some of you, but places like Southland and Otago, a much nicer day on the way after your Thursday, which has been a bit rough. So the sun comes out and the westerlies mean it's just a little bit warmer for you on Friday. Let's get into the weekend now, and the winds come back on Saturday. Windy day from about Auckland southwards. Rain or showers come back to the west coast, but if you're in the northeastern areas, it will be pretty mild. In fact, we've seen some really warm weather over in on the eastern side. I got a great email the other day from Michael in Nelson, who said after midnight it was 20.5 degrees in Gisborne, and wanted to know if that was a record. So I told him to go and perhaps check with NEWA and Met Services. They hold all those records. But certainly some warm weather, and a big shout out to Michael in Nelson. Thank you very much for your email. I'm glad that you watch our videos. So let's have a look and see what happens as we go through into Sunday, because we do have a colder change. And it's another windy, colder day on Sunday. In fact, single-digit temperatures down here in the lower part of the South Island. Elsewhere, it's a colder day, but the mountains and ranges will make for some sunny weather. And as you can see, it's actually not overly wet. We've got showers in the north, a couple of showers in the south and west, but most of the wet weather is way out over the Chatham Islands. So let's quickly look at next week. Monday, it's a windy day, but not quite as wet. We've got a few showers moving up that western side, but it's still fairly windy in many areas, including Auckland. Not gale force, but just a little bit windy coming through, as the sou'westers often are with a big high when they're parked out like that. And then we go to Tuesday, and that big high from Australia, it is finally rolling on in. So that means a bit of a westerly flow on the southern edges of it, and in the northern side to begin with, you'll have a sou'wester, maybe a couple of little light showers in there. Otherwise, things are really calming down on Tuesday. That high, it looks like it's around with us for a fair part of next week, but as you can see, it's just slightly to the north, which means the South Island, you might get more of those windy westerlies. That's all from me. We'll update you again on Friday with the latest for the weekend.